The room was warm, with low music and quiet laughter. He walked in without hurry, not trying to be seen, and yet everyone noticed. No loud jokes, no busy hands, no restless eyes. He took a seat by the corner, ordered an espresso, and let the moment breathe. When she glanced over, he didn't jump. He met her eyes, held them for a heartbeat, then looked away. That stillness did more than any line could do. When she approached, he didn't rush to impress. He asked one honest question, listened fully, and gave one clean compliment that showed he actually paid attention. He did not sell himself. He set the pace. He spoke slowly, chose his words, and let silence work for him. When the waiter came, he decided simply, "We'll share that." Not controlling, leading. When her phone buzzed, he didn't chase the moment. He stayed present, unbothered. When the conversation turned bright, he smiled. When it turned serious, he stayed steady. Near closing, he stood first. "I enjoyed this. I'm heading out." No drama, no promise he couldn't keep, just calm certainty. She felt safe, seen, and slightly breathless. That's what older men do when they get it right. They bring presence, listen with patience, lead softly, and protect their peace. Curiosity turns into pull. Excitement grows in the quiet. She isn't reacting to noise. She's responding to weight. Around 97% of men over 50 miss the moment when a woman starts flirting with them. Not because they're blind or clueless, but because the signs have changed. She's not going to touch your arm and laugh like a young girl. She won't say, "I like you," or ask you out for a drink. Instead, she'll ask something soft and casual that seems harmless, but opens a door. And if you don't notice, that door closes just as quietly. You'll think it was just a nice talk. She'll think you're not interested. You didn't say the wrong thing, but you missed what she was really asking. This video explores subtle, non-romantic questions women use to test the water without fully revealing interest. We'll uncover 8 such questions, explain their deeper meaning, and show you how to respond naturally. The goal isn't to act desperate or chase. It's to show presence, calm, and authenticity. After 50, most men don't need to work harder. They simply need to pay more attention. Once you do, you'll start to recognize interest where you once saw politeness, warmth where you assumed small talk, and attraction where you thought you were invisible. Let's begin with the first question. It sounds harmless, but it's one of the biggest tests a woman can throw at you. She asks, "How old are you?" It seems playful or innocent, but it's not about numbers. She already knows you're not 30. She isn't curious about your age. What she's really checking is your comfort with yourself. Do you wear your age like a burden or a badge? Your response says everything. If you flinch or joke about being old, she'll smile politely but feel the shift. What she's searching for is confidence, not insecurity. Women are drawn to men who are comfortable in their own skin. The men who stand out aren't trying to look younger. They've accepted who they are. They can say things like, "Old enough to know what matters, young enough to enjoy it," or smile and say, "You want my age or my attitude?" I once talked to Rick, a 64-year-old sharp dresser who met a classy woman at a jazz lounge. When she asked, "How old are you really?" he joked, "Too old for you." She laughed, but the spark died. Later, he realized he hadn't dodged a question. He dodged a moment. That's what most men miss. These questions aren't interviews, they're invitations. When you answer with doubt or self-criticism, she feels it instantly. As men age, we carry stories, scars, and quiet fears about being unseen. But women sense energy. When she asks your age, she's not measuring time, she's testing your vitality. So next time she asks, don't hide behind a joke. Treat it like a door, because if she's asking, it means she's already considering you. Your answer decides if the door stays open. Let's move to the second question. Why aren't you married? It sounds simple, but it's loaded. When a younger woman asks an older man this, she's not making small talk. She's evaluating. She doesn't want your full dating history. She wants to know if there's space in your life for her. And more importantly, she's asking why no one else has claimed that space yet. When she asks this, she's already curious about you. You've caught her attention. You're calm, confident, mysterious. She wonders why a man like you is still single, and that mystery creates tension. But if you rush to explain or defend yourself, you lose that tension instantly. In Stoic philosophy, a man doesn't justify his choices. He stands by them. If your life is full, your standards high, and you've chosen not to marry just for appearance's sake, own that decision. She wants to know if you're single by choice, not by chance. A man who values his freedom projects quiet power, and that peace makes him irresistible. Sometimes the question may feel like a trap, but often it's a compliment in disguise. She's checking for compatibility, not flaws. She's looking for a place she might belong, wondering if you're ready for connection or just surviving alone. Many men panic when they hear that question. They think it's an attack and start proving they're still worthy. But a grounded man doesn't need validation. He knows chosen solitude is strength, not failure. So when she asks, "Why aren't you married?" hold her gaze and stay calm. Let your life speak for itself. A confident man doesn't fill silence with excuses. A simple, calm response like, "I've waited for the right person, not just anyone," says more than a long explanation. Often, she's not judging you. She's testing if your peace can be shaken. Stay centered, and she'll feel it. Being unmarried isn't the issue. Being uncertain is. When you answer with calm confidence, without apologizing or over-explaining, you shift the power. Suddenly, she's the one questioning if she can stir your peace. That's what attracts her, not your words, but your stillness. A woman becomes drawn to the energy of a man who's not chasing, who's already whole. So when you hear that question again, smile, not because you rehearsed a line, but because you don't need one. Your energy speaks for you. In that quiet pause, she feels something rare, a man completely at ease with his life. Now let's talk about the third question. Do you date younger women? This one's tricky because it's not really about your answer. It's about your reaction. She already knows the truth. She's watching your tone, your confidence, your comfort. If you flinch or explain too much, she feels hesitation and loses interest. When she asks this, she's not collecting facts. She's reading your frame. She wants to know if you're confident enough to stand by your choices or if you're looking for approval. And that difference is everything. A grounded man never justifies his desires. He simply owns them. There's a lot of pressure around this topic today. Stereotypes, social judgment, assumptions. But if you sound defensive, you shrink in her eyes. The man who truly dates younger women doesn't brag or hide. He treats it as natural, like it's just life. That quiet confidence is magnetic. It's not arrogance, it's acceptance. Stoicism teaches us to accept nature as it is, not as we wish it to be. Nature doesn't care about numbers. It cares about energy, attraction, and polarity. A disciplined present man often has what many younger men lack. And women, yes, even younger ones, can sense it instantly. She's not asking out of judgment. She's asking if she could belong in your world. When you answer lightly, without defensiveness, she feels your confidence. You can say something like, "I date women I connect with. Age hasn't stopped that yet." Say it with a calm smile, not as a defense, but as truth. If she pushes, let her. Don't debate or explain, that's the trap. Once you start justifying your choices, you've stepped into her frame. A strong man stays in his own. He doesn't try to control her, he simply controls himself. That grounded self-control is real power. A man sure of himself, unaffected by social noise, and free from guilt becomes rare and unforgettable. She doesn't want to lead, she wants to follow a man who knows where he's going. When she sees you calm, not trying to prove anything, she starts to wonder what gives you that quiet certainty. That curiosity pulls her closer. That mystery keeps you in her mind. Most men mess this up by getting defensive or arrogant, but the real strength is in stillness, in the calm eye contact, in not trying to impress. Because once you try too hard, she knows you're pretending. So when she asks, "Do you date younger women?" pause, smile, and tell the truth without moving an inch inside. Let her feel that your words aren't just statements, they're reflections of who you are. She may test you again, but let her. Attraction isn't built through approval, it's built through presence. When you can answer calmly and stay grounded, she won't forget you. Say it proudly, "I own what I want." And keep listening, because the next question reveals something even deeper. It's not just a test, it's a setup most men fail without realizing it. When she asks, "What kind of woman do you usually go for?" It sounds casual, maybe even flirty, but don't be fooled. It's not just conversation, it's strategy. She's not collecting random facts. She's trying to find out where she fits in your world, or if she needs to become someone else to earn your attention. This question is about position, not curiosity. She's reading your answer, your tone, and your self-awareness. Because what she really wants to know is simple. Who are you drawn to? And would she be enough without changing herself to fit that image? Your answer, if you're not careful, can trap you. Most men, when eager to connect, start listing what they want. Feminine, kind, smart, fit, no drama. It sounds fine, but here's what just happened. You gave her a guidebook. You told her exactly how to act and what to be. You showed your hand. Once she knows what you're chasing, you lose the one thing that keeps you interesting: unpredictability. Instead, turn it around. Not with tricks or manipulation, but with calm confidence. This is about projection. She wants to see how easily she can shape your view of women and enter your mind. Will you change your taste to please her? Will you describe someone just like her? Will you perform like every other man? You don't need to answer directly. The clearer your answer is, the more power you give away. The real move is to stay rooted in who you are. Your presence should speak louder than a list. You could say something like, "The kind of woman I like reveals herself over time. It's not a type, it's a feeling." That tells her you're not a man chasing boxes to check. You're a man who notices energy and lets things unfold naturally. That kind of answer does three things instantly. It makes you harder to impress. It makes her want to prove herself without realizing it. And it puts you back in control, where you should be. Most men forget that women already know how to impress. The question is whether she wants to. If she sees you as calm, focused, and mysterious, she'll align herself with your world. When you stay vague but confident, she starts wondering, am I the kind of woman he's talking about? That's where the real interest begins. Stoicism teaches us not to react, but to stay centered and act from inner strength. The moment you try to impress her with what you like, you hand her the keys to your attention. She's now in control, and she knows it. And let's be honest, if she's asking that question, she's already interested. Don't ruin it by explaining yourself. Let your standards show through your presence, not your words. You can even add some humor. That's a bold question. You applying for the role? Say it with a relaxed smile. Keep it light, playful, but steady underneath. What separates grounded men from others is composure, stillness, and thoughtful speech. In a world of oversharing, quiet confidence is power. Remember, if you make her guess, she invests. If you explain everything, she overthinks. And once she's thinking instead of feeling, the connection fades. So when she asks what kind of woman you like, don't list qualities. Don't perform, don't explain, just be. Say this in your mind. My presence says more than my words. If you get that, you already understand the power of subtlety, because the next question, That's when she really starts testing you. Are you always this charming? When she asks this, don't take it at face value. It's not just a compliment, it's a test of your self-control. She's trying to see if your charm is natural or something you turn on to impress. Most men, hungry for approval, fall into the trap. They grin too wide, joke too much, and the mystery disappears. But you're not most men. Attraction isn't only about what you say, it's about what you hold back. When she asks that question, she's really saying, is this the real you? It's a test of consistency, and the right answer isn't clever. It's calm. Let your energy speak. A slow smirk, a small pause, then say, only when I feel like it. That answer says everything. It tells her you're not trying to please or perform. You're relaxed in your power. Now she's thinking, what does it take to bring that side out of him? That's the strength of stillness. You don't chase charm, you embody calm. When you're grounded like that, everything feels real. Women feel it too. They lean in because you're not trying to win them over. You're just being. That's rare. That's addictive. If you reply with I try or only around beautiful women, you look like you're acting. But when your answer is simple and steady, the attention shifts toward you. You become the mystery. Charm isn't about words. It's about presence. It's how you hold your body, how you pause, how you stay relaxed in silence. That's confidence without effort. When she notices and calls it out, she's testing if you'll stay composed or crumble. Truly magnetic people don't label it. They let others feel it. Because charm is emotional tension. Your job is to maintain it, not break it. You can even play with it. Say, depends who's asking. That flips the frame. Now she must explain why she's asking, why she cares. And that's the power of subtle control. Calm, patient, intentional. Stoicism isn't about being cold. It's about composure with purpose. You're not ignoring her. You're just not performing. You invite her into your world slowly, and that draws her in. Most women are used to men collapsing under flirtation, but when you don't flinch, when you stay calm and present, she feels it. Her mind starts spinning. Why isn't he reacting? Is he like this with everyone? Once that loop starts, she's hooked. The less you try to prove your charm, the stronger it becomes. Your value isn't explained, it's sensed. Comment to yourself, I don't perform, because that's true confidence. Now she takes it up a notch. Why don't you have a girlfriend? It sounds casual, but it's not. It's a calculated test. She's not just making small talk. She's trying to measure your demand, if you're wanted, or if you're alone for a reason. She's asking if you're single, by choice or rejection. Don't explain or defend. Men who start saying, I've been busy, or I haven't found the right one, lose the frame. You don't need to justify anything. Being single isn't a weakness. It's a sign of standards. You're selective, not desperate. That's strength. That's focus. You can answer simply, I'm focused right now, or I don't settle and I don't chase. Short, direct, calm. It flips the attention back to her. Now she's wondering, am I a distraction or a possibility? Women are drawn to men who can attract others but choose wisely. If you seem like you can't get anyone, the game's over. But if you make it clear you don't want just anyone, she's intrigued. Don't joke about being too picky. Don't give long explanations. Stay composed. That's what separates calm, confident men from those seeking approval. Your peace speaks for you. When your life is full and driven by purpose, you don't need to justify anything. That's what makes you magnetic. Average men want to be understood. Powerful men let mystery work for them. So picture the moment. She smiles, leans in, and asks, why don't you have a girlfriend? Don't rush. Let silence breathe. Hold eye contact, then say your answer with quiet confidence. Don't fill the gap afterward. Let her sit with it. Let her feel your calm. She'll start wondering if she qualifies for your attention. The man who's single by choice is far more captivating than one chasing attention. Solitude, when mixed with strength, becomes attractive. It shows that your validation comes from within. That's rare. So when she asks why you're single, don't flinch. Smile, pause, then say, peace is better than drama. Now she's thinking, do I bring peace or chaos? That's how you shift the energy. Remember, mystery builds desire. The man who's content alone holds the real power. Because peace is stronger than chasing people who don't get it. Comment silently in your mind, I choose peace, and stay steady, because the next question she asks won't just be curiosity, it'll be the start of pursuit. Would you ever date someone like me? Sounds like flirting, but it's strategy. When she asks that, she's not just seeking a compliment, she's testing your balance. She wants to see if you'll crumble or stay composed. It's not really about your answer, it's about how you handle the moment. If you jump in with, of course I would, you've already lost tension. You've shown she has you. Real strength is in the pause. The man who stands out doesn't rush. He observes, stays calm, and answers slowly. That depends. Can you handle a man who doesn't fold? That flips everything. Now she's intrigued. She wonders what that means. What would it take to be with you? Suddenly, she's the one chasing. That's where psychological attraction begins. Women aren't drawn to praise. They're drawn to challenge. When she feels she needs to rise to meet you, she starts valuing you more. Stay calm. Stay curious. Keep it playful, but in control. Maybe say, I'm still figuring out what's behind that confidence. Let her wonder what you see. Don't hand her your approval. Make her earn it. True attraction grows from calm curiosity, not instant validation. That's quiet dominance. That's real presence. Sometimes when she asks that question, she doesn't even want a yes. She just wants to feel your energy. She wants to know if your attention is earned or freely given. Be the man who makes her earn it. Don't rush to say yes. Make her think. That's how you stay in control without force. If you sense she's fishing for validation, flip it back. Why do you ask? Now she's explaining herself. You're leading without needing to dominate. That's the balance. Confidence without ego. Strength without arrogance. Real power isn't loud. It's calm, patient, and always in control. If she leans in and says, would you ever date someone like me? Don't treat it as flattery. It's a test. Pass it with composure. Stay grounded, unpredictable, calm. Be the man who doesn't fold under pressure. That's who women remember. The one who doesn't explain himself, doesn't chase validation, and never loses his center. Because when you stay calm, you're already different. And that's what makes you unforgettable. So when she asks, are you always this calm? She's not just complimenting you, she's searching. She wants to know if your peace is real or just a mask to look strong. Are you always this calm? That question doesn't come out of nowhere. It's not just flattery, it's another test. When a woman asks that, she's trying to look behind the curtain. She wants to know if what she sees is real or just an act to look in control. Calmness in a man is rare, and when it's genuine, it shows strength and emotional mastery. But when it's fake, women sense it right away. She's studying your reaction. Does your stillness crack under pressure? Do you suddenly become defensive, or do you stay centered, steady, and clear in your presence? Most men, when faced with that kind of question, either laugh nervously or rush to explain themselves. They'll say something like, yeah, I try to stay chill, or only around you. That sounds playful, but it ruins the mystery. The calm man doesn't need to prove his calm. He doesn't announce it, he embodies it. The more you explain, the more she sees through the act. The true test here is emotional stability. Can you hold your energy steady while she tests it? Can you stay peaceful when she's curious to see if she can shake your center? You don't need to give a long answer. A small smile, maybe a pause, and then say something like, "It depends on the situation." That simple reply does everything. It shows awareness, honesty, and quiet confidence. You're not pretending to be unshakable. You're just showing that your peace is real. Women find that deeply attractive because calmness under pressure signals emotional maturity and self-control. Two traits that can't be faked. When you stay composed instead of trying to appear perfect, you become magnetic. She feels safe and curious at the same time, wondering what it takes to move you. Being calm doesn't mean you don't feel. It means you don't let emotions control you. That's what true stoic composure looks like. It's not coldness or indifference. It's focus and awareness. When you don't rush to react, you create space. And in that space, you become powerful. Because most people, especially men, lose that control when emotion hits. But the one who stays grounded stands apart. When she sees that, her attraction deepens. It's not the calm itself that fascinates her. It's the discipline behind it. The quiet power of a man who doesn't get pulled off balance. There's something magnetic about a man who can stay relaxed even when the moment feels charged. It's not arrogance, it's centeredness. You don't fidget, you don't overtalk, you don't rush to fill silence. You're just there, fully present. That presence speaks louder than anything you could say. She feels it on a subconscious level. Your calm tells her you're not trying to prove yourself. You already know your value, and that's rare, because calm energy is the mark of a man who's mastered himself, not someone who needs external approval to feel grounded or confident. If she keeps pressing, smile and keep your tone easy. You can even add light humor to show control without tension. Maybe say, "Not always, but I try not to waste energy on small things." It keeps the frame intact while sounding natural. She'll feel that you're open but not exposed. It's the balance between honesty and mystery that holds her attention. Because the truth is, when you stay calm, you become unpredictable. She can't guess your next move, and that unpredictability creates fascination. You're not reacting to her world, she's slowly entering yours. That's the hidden power of composure. It makes people come closer without you chasing them. Calm energy shifts the dynamic completely. You stop competing for attention and others start seeking your focus. A woman might test your peace, but once she sees it's not an act, she starts to respect it. She might even mirror it. Emotional control spreads. It changes the rhythm of the entire interaction. When you move slow, she moves slow. When you speak calmly, she listens closer. That's when your silence speaks louder than 100 compliments ever could. So when she asks, "Are you always this calm?" understand what's really going on. It's not about curiosity, it's about connection. She's testing if your peace is real because she wants to feel it. People are drawn to energy that grounds them. Your calm becomes her comfort, but only if it's authentic. Don't fake it, cultivate it. The man who can stay composed while everyone else reacts is the one who leads quietly. That's what real strength looks like. Calm confidence that doesn't need to be proven, only felt. And that, right there, is what keeps her hooked.